Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to check out Attack on Toys. This is a free-to-play game that you can find on itch.io. If I remember, I'll put a link in the below description for you. So, a long time ago, slightly after the dinosaurs were killed off by a meteor, there was a couple of systems called the Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, around that era. And around that era, there was a series of games called Army Men. There was this character named Sarge, who you mainly take on the role of, and you're tasked with doing various missions. And it was like a third-person, behind-the-shoulder shooter. Later on, there was an Army Men RTS game that was okay, and I really haven't heard a whole lot from that series since then. So this game is taking all of that, including the original soundtrack from said games, and throwing it into various modes. It's definitely a nostalgic kind of thing, at least for me. I'm an old fart that lived around when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, so I remember games like this. I played them a lot, and this developer took all of that, created some extra modes and some really fun ideas, and had some really fun ideas and put together this game. I don't know how the whole copyright thing works. I'm just hoping that, there's no cease and desist orders involved in the future, because this is actually quite fun. It's a little rough around the edges, but it's quite fun. So here's a look at the main menu. There's Home Conquest, which this is the mode I like, and we'll be playing that. The Tan Army Invasion, Green Training Camp, Backyard Picnic Skirmish, Multiplayer LAN, Bedroom Toy Box, and then we're back to Home Conquest. So in Home Conquest, it's like a 1v1v1v1. You are the Green Army, and now there's no settings here, unfortunately. Like, you can't customize. You can't choose how many AI opponents you fight. You can't decide the difficulty level. So it's like you're stuck in this predetermined scenario, but it's still fun to mess around with. So this is your camp. WASD to move the camera around. This is the before the game setup. You've got 40,000 plastic to set up your initial base. You start with a headquarter, which you're trying to protect. You've got some various structures. These ones, oh, too far. The mouse wheel will zoom up and down. Sometimes it's easy to get lost. But this little green outpost, I guess you can call it, you can put towers onto that. On the very top left, there's different structures that I can put down. So there's a tower machine gun, tower rocket, tower mortar, mini machine gun, mine, wall, barbed wire. I can put down actual people, like medics and flamethrowers, mortar, assault men, bazooka. There's tanks, jeeps, half-tracks, choppers, Chinooks. Then there's buildings. Now, these buildings will continuously spawn troops for you, or whatever the building is. So if I put down a vehicle tent, it'll spawn vehicles automatically. Think MOBA. It'll just automatically spawn things, and you can't control them. They just sort of move toward the next closest enemy headquarter. I don't know how it's programmed. And then you can put down individual units, or you can throw down, predetermined units. So, what we're going to do first is, I think what we want to do down is put down these towers, because the enemy and you will have abilities like paratroopers. They can be called down to really mess with you. They will attack you from behind enemy lines. I'm just throwing down some guard towers to start. I don't know if I want a rocket tower or not. I mean, it might be a good idea to have some extra defense. Or I can put down some initial buildings. Like, I can put down this army tent. And again, the army tent will spawn a couple of soldiers here and there. So I'm going to go ahead and put down maybe 2 of those. Now, after you lock all of this in and hit P to play, bottom right-hand corner, you will gain control of a worker/engineer, and you can build more stuff. You'll be earning plastic. So this plastic collector is the primary way to do that. There's no, like, CNC collection trucks or anything like that. These will just automatically collect plastic for you. You have a limited number of those. Right-click to delete ones that you accidentally placed, which is going to happen. Um, I think let's go ahead and put down. Like, I want to put down more defense, but I also want to make sure I've got some men right straight away. Here's a vehicle tent. Maybe we'll throw that back here. And army military tent. Too expensive. War robot. You know what? I think some more defenses, just to be on the safe side. Let's go ahead and right-click that. I'll put that there. And again, they can parachute behind, so it might be a good idea to put some towers back here. And I've got 3,000 of that plastic left. I'll just spend whatever I can. I'll put down a few tanks just to get the ball rolling. And then a couple of men. Plastic sweeper, riflemen, mortarmen. Let's just do this assault man here. Okay. 50 plastic. I can also upgrade towers with the U key, but I'm not going to worry about that. So I'm going to hit P to play. And now I'm in sort of like this is sort of like a use abilities mode. Bottom right-hand corner is N and M. M toggles between the overall overhead map like this and your actual builder. Your builder can build and he can shoot. Bottom right-hand corner, he's in shoot mode right now. I've got a rifle, LMG, flamethrower, and different things like that. If I hit B for build, I can enter build mode. That's another, instead of hitting M, I can hit B, and now I can use R and T to toggle between all of these different things. I can put down defenses, limited number of those. I can put down some troops. These are one-time troops. You just put them down and they'll just go and do their thing. You can put down vehicles. They're, again, one-time vehicles. Next one over are vehicles that you can actually drive. You've got, like, biplanes and tanks and Apache helicopters. And the next one over is more of these tents and vehicles that will automatically spawn. So I'm going to go ahead and throw down, say, let's go ahead and do, like, army tent, army tent, army tent. So there you go. So they're going to spawn army men for a little while. I can also put down more of these plastic things, which I'm probably going to try and do it right away. You can also capture things in the environment. Oh, I'm already under attack. If your guy dies, he'll just automatically respawn. No big deal. Let's go back into shoot mode, and I've got a bazooka, I think. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, so, oh yeah, he's already got a mech. That's not good. Let's go ahead and call in some paratroopers to hopefully deal with that. Middle mouse button will rotate the camera from that mode. Oh, he's already starting off strong. I did spend half an hour on this in my offline, and I did manage to destroy all four. The goal is to reach a certain point value first. You can see in the upper left-hand corner the score of that. But it looks like blue is coming out swinging, and I don't know if we're actually going to survive this or not. I may have to put down some more units straight away, because this is just, this is a shutout, unfortunately. Yeah, my headquarters is already going down. So this was a bad example. You know what, let's exit and restart, and this time I'll spawn a couple more units instead of putting down those vehicle bays. Okay, so, actually, you know what? There's these rockets. I think we're going to put down those because they're not bad in terms of defense. So we're going to do something like that. Make sure, again, we've got machine guns, though. Put down some mortars, maybe. Alright, I still want to put down, like, a vehicle bay or two so that they can spawn things, but, generally, plastic is a good idea to have straight away, so I'm going to put down some of these plastic things. And that leaves 6,000 left. I did say I was going to spawn more men. Let's just go ahead and spawn a bunch of bazookas. Oh, we don't have any money. All right, let's right-click that. Bazookas. I'm hoping that that will be sufficient. Let's go ahead and get rid of those. Medic, flamethrower. Alright, got 400 left. We'll do just a rifleman. Sure. Alright, let's try this again. I'm hoping that the bazookas... because, again, the computer also has starting units, so... I think it looks like he started with a bunch of mechs that first time around. Now, it looks like he's throwing firecrackers. That's another ability I have from here. I've got parachuter, I have a magnifying glass, I've got firecrackers, and I've got this Bucket O Army Men, which just spawns on a regular basis. So let's go back into this mode. And I'm hoping this defense here is going to be enough. I do have, like, a healer that will just heal things. That's what that little shooting thing is. Alright, so let's get... let's start spawning things. I'm thinking the vehicle bay might be a good starter thing. Go ahead and put that back here. Let's check out here and see what the deal is. So Army Men will automatically go that way, some will go this way. You can capture things in the environment, like that blue there. I mean, I can try and quickly spawn some troops to take that, but again, I think I need to start building up my economy first, so let's go with more of that plastic if I can do it. That would be number 5. Plastic collector there. Good, let's just we'll keep up with that. I do see some blue bars there, so it looks like we're going to be under attack here fairly soon. Let's get let's get some army tents to deal with these guys. Oh, firecracker. Yeah, nasty. He's also putting down barbed wire, which is fine. I mean, I can... In the environment, you'll also be able to... I don't know if I can get rid of that or not. Guess not. I don't know if my bazooka can do it. No. A vehicle could probably run that over if I really wanted to. Alright, let's go back into build mode. Let's go ahead and put down some of these army military tents. They'll start spawning a wide variety of units. You've got, like, minesweepers there. They're going off doing their thing. Probably should have placed this better, because... Now, it looks like that thing takes damage automatically, so... Yeah. Let's just do that. Enemy troops will also drop plastic that you can pick up, which is kind of cool. Oh, hello, we've got some mechs. Alright, so I'm thinking maybe another vehicle bay before I go out there. Tanks are kind of necessary. Yeah, see all that yellow sitting out there? That's plastic that I can pick up. Very handy. Alright, let's go ahead and spawn, I guess, some more vehicles. Let's put them back here. Nice and out of the way. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so I have a limit on how many I can put down. In your build menu, you'll see like 3 out of 5, 0 out of 5, whatever. Let's go ahead and put down a couple more army tents. Wouldn't mind more of these plastic collectors too while I'm at it. And again, you will be able to capture enemy areas too and get resources that way. Looks like Tan is doing the best. They are like cockroaches, which is kind of weird. It looks like we captured that. If you hover your mouse over one of these square places, you can actually put towers on top of it. So I'm going to put a tower rocket on that. And if I want to help these guys out, I can, instead of spawning army tents or whatever, I can put down actual troops. So let's say I want to put down this half-track to maybe help these guys out. Or let's say I want to put down this Chinook. It'll fly and do its thing. Maybe I'll put down some extra tanks. Yeah, those are the bugs. They're like cockroaches. They're part of the Tan clan, and they're pretty nasty. They don't have they spawn from like donuts and food and stuff that's sitting on the ground. It's nothing you can actually take over, as far as I can tell. Alright, let's get out of build mode. Oh, lost that guy. And I'm going down. I like that. Ah! Alright, so yeah, that's going to be a nasty battle there. We're going to respawn in a couple of seconds. We'll just wait. And we're in here. Looks like someone just tried paratrooping into my base. Not for the best. Okay, so I'm going to put down some more tents. Actually, you know what? Let's put down more plastic. We've got plenty of money. So 1, 2, 3. Alright, so we're full up on plastic collection. This will allow us to spawn more troops. Let's go with the army military tent. And again, upper right hand corner is your resources there. 75, there we go. So we're full up on that. We don't have any army medical tents, but I don't know if we really need it. This robot hangar, we'll put that down, and we can actually build various robots. So there's this war robot 2000, sniper bot. You have to use 1, 2, 3, and 4 to toggle between them. This mech, which is 10,000. The drivable mech is also 10,000. We're just gonna spawn this big guy. There we go. Let's see what he can do. You actually, these don't spawn automatically. You have to manually tell them to spawn. All right, so I think that's good. Let's get out there and actually spawn units. And cause some chaos. This does get a little laggy though over time, because you're gonna have hundreds of army men shooting at each other. It's really crazy actually. So yeah. It gets worse. I'm just saying. It gets a lot worse than this. I think I'm being run over by a bus. Oh, that's just a... Okay. I was like, what the heck is going on there? Alright, so again, you can't control where they're going, though. Sometimes it's a little frustrating, because they'll go one way, and you're like, no, the blue base is right here, go this way. Let's put some more of these things down, just to... gonna cause some mayhem. Alright, there we go. So yeah, we've got some tanks beating up on blue. Tan is really the problem at the moment, but with blue at my doorstep, it's kind of hard to do anything. So yeah, there's a bunch of this stuff here that I can probably collect. Let's see if I can run in there real quick and just pick up all this plastic. I don't know if I'm gonna get gunned down. Probably, yeah, I'm getting gunned down. All right, but look at all this plastic just sitting here for me. Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna go into map mode actually. And throw down, behind enemy lines, I'm just going to throw down this bucket O army men, and then I've got a couple of plastic left. I'm just going to just spam paratroopers. Yeah, we're gonna get slaughtered, kinda, sorta, but I'm hoping that we'll be able to take down a few buildings while we're at it. Sort of like we're just Zerg rushing this base from behind. We also have those tanks, hopefully they're still there, dealing damage from the front. So, yeah, it looks like we're doing okay. Let's just go ahead and spawn a couple more. Oh, yeah, we got that. So blue is not going to be too much of a problem anymore. He's got, looks like a tank there, but it's not going to last too long. Yeah. All right, let's go back into regular mode. Go ahead and spawn maybe a couple more tanks just to clean up the mess. And we'll put down, I guess we'll put down just a regular tower there. And a rocket tower there. We can also pick these up back here. Tan's still doing better than me, so I want to work on him next. The number in the upper left-hand corner next to our logo is how many bases we're controlling, I think. So, I'm just trying to... I missed that one. All right. So we've got this base now. It shouldn't be too much of a problem. Bunch of plastic here. Let's go ahead and move on to Tan and try and knock him down. What is that tank doing? Okay, whew, going down a ramp, I hope. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, so this is where the bulk of our forces are going, apparently. Whenever they're spawning, this is where they're going. Looks like they're after Tan with a vengeance. We're going to go ahead and throw that rocket tower there. And I think this is a good time to attack Tan from the rear. Let's go ahead and hit M for map, and then we've got that bucket of army men. We're just going to throw that, say, right there, and then we've got some paratroopers. We're just going to throw that down and try and capture this. Again, he's got food on the table, and that's where they spawn from, but this should slow him down a bit. We're trying to prevent him from scoring points. As far as I can tell, you can't actually destroy this food from which these things come from, but, you know, if you surround these things with... with towers and the like, then you'll be fine. And then we've got Tan back here. You know what, let's just cause some havoc. We'll paratroop a bunch of army men back. This is kind of cheating. It really is. But I've got the plastic for it. So they're going to cause some mayhem back here for Black. Black's in last place, so I'm not really worried about him, but... yeah. Alright, so we'll come back to him. Let's go ahead and check on... oh yeah, there's the bulk of my forces. Okay, so let's go back into regular mode. Looks like the war with Gray here is progressing. I love that you've got an engineer, but you can also shoot things. Like, this is just... this was not possible way back in the day, and now we've got a mode to where we can just do so much more. Like, this developer has gone above and beyond, I think. Alright, back to build mode. Let's go ahead and spawn a couple of tanks. Let's just go ahead and rush the front. Assuming they want to. Looks like we've captured stuff already. Oh, got some kind of bunker there. That's alright, we've got tanks. Go get them. Oh, you guys are just going to turn around. Okay, well, yeah, don't worry about going this way. Not at all. Okay, well, yeah, we've already captured this, so it looks like that's why they're not coming up here. Just take that. Let's go to our defense menu and put down some minigun towers just to... I can put down mines, too, if I really felt like it, but there we go. So that's that. I don't think we're going to be attacked from that end of it. Looks like Tan still has like 6 bases somewhere, so let's go after him. I see some orange bars. Oh, there's some right here. Let's head on in, and we're going to fortify our position with these mini towers, I think. That way, if anything does spawn, they'll have a hard time getting by them. And we'll go ahead and put some here. Put that there. So it looks like they're spawning from... Oh, I'm guessing this food here. So, yeah, look at that. See, they're spawning from this donut. So what we're just gonna go ahead and just throw down a bunch of these things here. Hopefully it's going to be enough to just, like, sort of camp the place and prevent them from really getting too far. Yeah. Those guys are strong, though. I'll say that. Another option is just spawn a couple of heavy vehicles back here. And hope that they just stick around to do some damage to these things. Okay. Yeah. Okay, looks like we've got some orange bars over... Oh, there's a tan tank. I might be wrong about that. I wonder if the cockroaches... Oh, no. Okay, I was wrong. It looks like tan is its own faction. I'm sorry. I misspoke earlier. I said that the bugs were tan. They're not. It's an actual faction. I just never seen them. I played this game off camera just now to get my feet wet, and I did not see tan at all. I guess they were defeated before I even got to them, so maybe that's what I misunderstood. But that's okay. We're about to blow up tan. Yeah. My gosh. Yeah, let's get a few jeeps going. Got plenty of plastic now, no problem. You to enter a vehicle that's drivable, and you can just, have some fun if you want. We'll get out of that. Alright, we'll enter build mode and capture these. Not sure why I'm spawning medical tents at this point, but why not? And I do have the volume low because, again, there is official Army Men music from the Super NES, or not Super NES, it was, I think it was Sega Genesis. I could be wrong about that system, but I know it was a long time ago. But it's all there, I'm just saying. Everything that you remember playing this as a younger kid or young adult. Okay, so, yeah, none of them have bases left. So at this point, it's just a matter of beating up the bugs as they spawn. And again, our ultimate goal is to gain, I think it was 10,000 points, and I'm now ahead of the game. No one else is earning anything, so it's just a matter of, yeah, taking out these bugs, earning more points. But that's about it. I mean, there's nothing else for me to really do. And again, there's other modes too. This is the conquest mode. I like this one the best out of all of them. But there are other modes should you want to mess with that. Oh my gosh. Got a traffic jam down there. Green wins. Okay, well there we go. So yeah, if you feel like, flying around for a little bit. You can do that. Don't claim to be the best pilot. A and D, tilt your wing. Mouse, actually, like... I'm guessing I have to hold in W to keep flying for acceleration. Oh, that's getting me sick. Again, I didn't... Oh boy, are we gonna clear the doorway? Apparently we did. Alright, let's come in for a landing. Can we come in for a landing? Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Let's straighten out. Going down. Good enough. That's a perfect landing. So there you go, folks. Again, free to play on itch.io, and I can see why it is, because if the developer actually charged money for a game like this, it's based off of another game, there could be some, legality issues. But again, I'm not the expert at that. But get it and play it while it's here. It's so much fun. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.